Live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's At Home with AJ. And now, your host, Anthony S. and Jasmine.
Tried to knock me out.
I know. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition of At Home with AJ. My name is Anthony S.
And I am Jasmine.
And we are known as AJ.
That's right. That's right.
AJ.
Well, babe.
Can I
Oh,
sit?
my goodness. It was a beautiful day today.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me stop. Remember that song, y'all? Y'all remember that song, Mr. Rogers? We all sung it.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
It was a beautiful day today. I noticed that I really feel that spring is around the corner. Like sooner than we think. Spring is going to spring earlier.
I know. 70-degree weather. What is it?
It was beautiful today. It was 70-something. It's, yeah, but it feels like end of March going on to April.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
And
Can't come too soon for me.
I was out and about today, and I'm looking, I'm driving, I'm looking, I have to take care of some errands, and I'm looking at the trees, and I'm like, oh, wow, I see some blooming over there. I see some blooming over there, I see some little white buds coming up, and I'm like, yeah.
I know, it's a little scary when they peek their heads out, and then it gets like 30 degrees, and they have to go back in, That's
They do that?
Yeah, sometimes they do that.
Okay.
Well, babe, listen, I got a shout out.
You got a shout out?
I do.
A shout out.
And
okay.
Let me put my glasses on.
Yeah, put your specs on.
My shout out goes to our girl, Shamir Scott. Yay! Shamir is going to be performing in Dreamgirls. And that is man, we are so proud of you, lady. You Shamir, you've seen her around here. She's performed with 911. She does her own thing, and she's into acting, and I didn't know that you did acting the way that you're doing it, and I'm really, really proud of you. It's Shamir Scott, Judith Franklin, and K.C. Grogan Wallace. And they're going to be at the Atlanta Lyric Theater April 8th through the 24th. And that is at 548 South Marietta Parkway in Marietta. And as far as tickets go, I don't see the price here, but you can go to www.atlantalyric.com, and I'm sure you'll get all the information you need.
All right.
Now, that's exciting.
Hey, we need to be there.
What you mean?
We need to be
We're
there.
your dream girls.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love it. You know that's our favorite movie.
You know we got to do that.
One of our favorite movies.
Hey, little Anthony has our cue cards over there.
Yes, he does. Yeah, put him to
Ladies
work.
and gentlemen, he needs no introduction. You've seen him many times on the show. Little Anthony over there just chilling. I gave him a particular job. He is now, he's got to earn some of
Card holder.
He's our card holder now, He's been out signing autographs. He's like a superstar, but I got to bring him down a little bit. Got to bring him down to reality. So he's doing the official card holder for us. So, you have any more shout outs?
No, that was my shout out. That's a big one. Once
Big
again, Shamir Scott, you go, girl.
Go get it, Shamir. Go get it. I have a couple of shout outs to a couple of wonderful people. Just recently we had, Jazz and I was asked to do a benefit for a wonderful, exciting drummer. The band that he plays in is world known. Everybody knows the band, Atlantic Star. He drums for Atlantic Star. His name is Dan Atherton, and just recently we had did a little benefit for him. And I want to shout out to Dan Atherton. He's gone through some tough times, but he has come through it, and we are so happy to see Dan back on the scene again. He's getting ready to go back out on tour.
Yeah, in May.
In May, but hopefully we'll
right.
get him. He wants to be on the show. He told us before he goes out. So hopefully we'll see you on At Home with AJ, Dan. And I also want to shout out to a beautiful young sister, Katrina Jefferson. Katrina Jefferson, way to go, girl! With that event we did the other day, it was really cool. So Southern Soul singer Katrina Jefferson putting together big things, doing big things in the ATL. You go ahead, girl, doing it. That's our girl, Katrina.
And also, you know something? I said I did not have another shout out, but you know what?
There's one.
I think I'm going to do another one.
Do another one. Do another one. You do that while I do this.
L. Doc Harris.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's going to be, where we did the benefit at was, what was the name of that grill?
That's the
South Central Bar and Grill. I see where Al Doc Harris is going to be doing a meet and greet Fridays. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And that address is 994 South Central Avenue, Hapeville, Georgia. It says party with the grown folks. $5 happy hour special. So you guys come out. I just say support is contagious.
Amen.
So come on out. Support.
That's what we had the benefit at, and we're going to continue.
Yeah, it was a nice place too.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. We had a good time.
Yeah.
And thank you, Katrina, for asking us to do that. We appreciate that.
And Al, good luck with that. We gotta stop through there.
Oh, we will.
Oh yeah.
That's every Friday, starting this Friday.
Yeah. When does it
It's
start?
started already?
Has it started, Al? It hasn't started yet. What's the date? April 11th. April 11th. Okay, we will be there.
April 11th. April 11th. Sounds good. You know what? We have a really good piece of news.
What's that? Good news?
Yeah.
So, babe, what's the good news?
Girl, you didn't hear about this. It's all over Facebook.
What's that?
Michelle Obama. We all know who she is.
Oh, yeah.
The First Lady. Michelle Obama she's making surprise visits to schools she's making surprise visits to schools all through Washington, where she kicks off her nationwide garden tour, and the students' reactions were priceless.
Yeah.
They just went crazy when they saw her come to the door. Making the official announcement throughout the spring, the First Lady plans to visit gardens across the country as a part of one of her first initiative, Let's Move program.
Yeah, there's a great video on Facebook of her surprising some school kids. When she walked in, I mean, you have to see this little kid just runs to her, grabs her, and hugs her. I mean, it's so real, We love that lady.
I think she was surprised. She didn't expect someone to run up on her like that.
And she was like, well, she was just like a mama,
Right.
She grabbed the child and she hugged it, and he just threw his arms all
Right.
around. I was like, man, that's beautiful.
This is a beautiful thing.
It is.
And she's going to be visiting a lot of schools in the Washington area. It's a wonderful thing. They didn't expect her to come up in the school that day, but she did. She came in there, and this is all part of it, kicking off the spring. So that's great news, Michelle. She's doing really cool things for our people, and all people, and especially the little kids. So that's a great piece of good news.
Yes.
I think it is.
All right, babe. So what do we have for our Ask AJ question?
Well, we do have a question. I looked around and then checked the email, and we've got a question.
You want me to read it?
So, if you have it available, go ahead.
Yeah. It says, hi, AJ. My name is Joseph from New York City. I just graduated from NYU, got my degree in psychology. and I'm having the darndest time trying to find a job. What am I doing wrong? Do you have any pointers? My goodness.
He got his
NYU?
at NYU. He got what degree did he get? Master.
Psychology. He's got
Master?
a master's degree in psychology.
He got his MBA in psychology.
And can't find a job.
Can't find a job.
That's a song that a lot of people around here are singing. I mean, it's a lot of people out here who don't have those credentials and are not working. All I can say to you is there are jobs out here. Just keep looking. You may not find what you want to do in your field right away, but I'm surprised. Psychology major. There's all kind of things. You can counselors, hospitals. What do you call I hate drug rehabilitation centers.
There's all
kinds of things you can do with a psychology degree.
There are many. There's many organizations that need people like himself to sit in and talk to those who are in need of help.
Children.
In many ways. So he can work in hospitals and do that.
Yeah.
So. Maybe he's looking for exactly what he wants, but it's out there. But you got to go through to get to.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking. Use friends, friends and family as resources to help you out.
And you're in New York City too.
Oh, and you know what? And don't be afraid to leave New York. Maybe that perfect job is in California somewhere or Oklahoma. You never know. Don't be locked into a place.
Joseph, are you willing to relocate?
Right.
That's the question.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, if a job that I'm looking for is in Texas, and I could, I have nothing holding me back, I'm gonna relocate.
Yeah, go.
You
can always come home. Always come back.
So there's nothing holding you back, Joseph. Just go for it, especially if it's out of state.
Yeah.
Go and get it, man. Go get it.
might even be Paris. You never know.
Could be Atlanta.
Could be.
Could be.
Well, babe, speaking of Atlanta and our guest tonight.
Oh man, he does something that I like.
What's that?
He plays saxophone.
Ah.
Okay. One of the baddest horn players around, I think. Gosh, where hasn't he appeared? He's appeared everywhere, from the Wind Downs to Riverdale's Town Center to everywhere. His new album is out right now.
Yes, sir.
And it is called A Night
to Remember. So everybody, please put your hands together for
Mr. Antoine Knight.
Yes.
Hey, he is.
How you doing,
my
Anthony?
brother.
How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Jazzy,
I'm good. Good.
Again. Long time. How y'all doing?
Man, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Cool. Great.
Now,
Yeah,
please
man.
have your seat right in
right
the
in the middle.
middle.
Right in the middle.
In the
All right.
middle.
Okay,
Yes.
now. You got the grapes and the olives.
That's right.
You know
Help
how we do.
yourself.
Okay.
That's how we do. You're at home with AJ. You're home.
Home with AJ. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we've been checking out this thing here. This new album, man.
That is a
this is sweet.
beautiful CD.
Y'all got to check this out.
A Night to
Anton's
Remember.
new one, A Night to Remember.
Yes, A Night to Remember.
Yeah, man.
How many songs on there?
It's 12. I have featured on here Althea Renee, flutist out of San Antonio, Texas. And I have world-renowned guitarist out of Chicago,
Uh-oh.
Nick Coleon.
Get out of here. You got Nick Coleon.
I heard
Yeah.
it.
How did you? My
Yes,
goodness.
it's phenomenal.
I thought you was getting ready to say Mark Antoine.
No, Nick Coleon. The title cut is Night to Remember. And I did a cover tune on it because I'm a 70s guy. So I have to do something from the 70s. And I did this song by Daryl Hall and John Oates called I Can't Go For That.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can't go for that.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
How'd you
had you for
how'd
background.
hook up with Nick Coleon?
I hooked up with Nick Coleon through my ex-manager. Her name is Jackie Grant.
Okay.
She's well connected with Nick Coleon because she used to manage in the jazz genre, Marion Meadows.
Okay.
So
Of
that's
course.
how I got into that camp. And
Wow, Marion.
I met Nick Coleon in L.A. I played with him in L.A.
Mm.
And we talked and all of that, and we just collabed, and I just sent him the file, and he laid it down.
Wow.
And
Nice.
the name of the song that he's on is called Brasilia. So it's like a Latin South American vibe.
Oh yeah, we need to play some.
See,
of
because
that.
I'm like real familiar with, as you know, I also blow saxophone too. But
Yeah.
as a saxophonist or as just a musician like yourself, we listen to all types of musicians as well: guitar players, bass players, drummers. And Nick Coleon is
Yes.
him, Mark Antoine, and all.
Phenomenal. Peter White.
Peter, thank you. I was going to say Peter White. All them cats,
Who I met in Birmingham.
right there.
Yeah.
man.
You met him where?
Met him in Birmingham.
Peter White.
Peter White, yes, nice guy.
Peter White.
Him
Peter
and
White.
Hughes Groove. They were
Hughes Groove.
Yeah, they were in Birmingham over last summer.
Now you're from Florida.
I am a Floridian.
Yeah.
I am from a small town that sounds like a soft drink. If you can depict what that is.
Now you know I know where you're from, Antoine.
Okay.
Something to cola.
Yeah, it's
From
called
the cola.
From the cola. I'm from Pensacola.
Pensacola.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a small town.
It's not that small, but it's a nice moderate size.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Wow.
checking out your bio a little bit, and I
Uh-oh.
see. Yeah, I was checking you out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was checking you out.
Uh-oh.
What I did with my? Where's my apparatus? Oh, I know what I did. Anyway, Antoine, I see where you started playing when you were 11 years old.
Oh wow, yeah, man, y'all going way back now.
Couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah. I started playing when I was 11. I got inspired by the Motown sound. My auntie, who's passed now, but she had this tape by Junior Walker and the All Stars.
All-Stars.
Now I know y'all don't know about these people. But
Oh,
No,
give me
wait
a
minute.
break.
He said,
I've never
wait a
heard of
minute,
him
Anthony.
before,
He
huh?
said a tape, but it was an 8-track
It
tape.
was actually. See, I don't want to say how old I was, but it was an 8-track tape, and it was Junior Walker and All Stars, and I heard him play this song called Shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I told,
Shotgun.
and I asked my auntie, "What is that sound?
Who is that?
Who is that?"
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing ever since.
What
Nice.
does it take?
Yeah,
All that, man.
Yeah.
I
All
love
that.
that song.
All that stuff.
You know,
Man.
I was laughing because I got up to do something and I put my phone down and it's way over there, and I'm gonna have to wait till break
okay.
to go and get it.
You don't need it. Everything is right here. in
Got
your
all
head.
my Antoine information on there.
It's in your head.
Yeah, I was peeking at that bio.
Okay.
Antoine's done a lot of stuff. Tell us some more people you've collaborated with.
Collaborations and played with. I've not many.
He's being modest right now because I just heard some news about some endorsements. Okay, you see, he didn't say that. Now you see, and I just heard through the grapevine that this gentleman is doing endorsements with Richard Elliott. Okay, well that's one of the endorsements.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you all know who Richard Elliott is, ex Tower Power player.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got the same horn as Richard Elliott. That horn is it black onyx? Is it?
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. It's onyx.
Actually, that's what I call her, Anna.
Man,
I do.
now as a tenor player myself, I've been following Richard Elliott's career since the
Right,
beginning,
Okay.
even before he got in Tower Power.
Yeah.
And all the other saxophone players that we all admire. Ken Waters. Again, Richard, Boney, all those cats.
Yeah.
Okay. But this man right here got some endorsements, and I am so proud of that, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. I
Sitting
really
up
do.
here trying to be all humble.
Trying to be all modest and everything. Well, I ain't been doing too much. It's been sitting in the house, and doing nothing, looking out the window.
Yeah, watching the Discovery Channel on TV.
Right. Man,
Yeah, yeah. It's been.
You're doing
great.
some big
It's
things,
been
man.
great. And
Thank you for clearing your calendar to come see us, man.
oh
because,
yeah, likewise.
You know, we've been trying to get you, and it's just the dates
Yeah.
weren't matching up, and we was like, okay, we got to get him jazz. We got to make some room somewhere.
You know I had to be.
Boom.
You know I had to be.
Well, you know, he's a busy man.
Man,
ain't that
Antoine,
busy.
Antoine is also, he's ex-military.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, are you still?
No, I'm out.
you-
I'm
Yeah,
out.
he's
Yeah,
Okay.
I came out as a major in 2012, and you know, I was proud to be a soldier. And even when I was a soldier, you know,
Army, Marines, Navy. What were you?
the only branch, man, Army.
There you go. There you go.
Only branch. And let me tell you a story about that. All right, when I released my first album, my first CD, it was called In the Red. So when I released it, you know, people in the Army bought it, and I was in my cubicle because I was at USART, which is United States Army Army Reserve Command Center. Captain came over to me. I was a captain at the time, and Captain, his name was Captain Payne. He said, "Man,
Captain Payne.
yes, his name was Captain Payne. No, but hold up." He said, "Look,
I'll hurt you.
no, we were the same rank. I'm not worried about him. We were the same rank. I'm not worried about him."
Okay.
He said, "Look, the 2-star general want to see you." So it's like, forget captain, all right?
2-star.
You talking about a major general want to see me.
Wow.
He wants you in his office. Now, everybody in Cuba got quiet. My boss, you know, made she was like,
What had you done?
when I went there and sat down in his office, he said, "I heard about you. I liked a couple of your CDs."
Oh, get out.
Man, you talking? Wow.
You thought you was
You talking about X-Lax? You know, I'm with the dead commander, and he's asking for a CD. So I'm just
Wow.
just
all-
quickly
is that all you
obliged
want?
and just signed the CD.
You just knew your life was over.
Oh
You just
my
thought
gosh.
you was going to
Man,
get
I was
expelled.
like, please.
You know what's really funny about
branded
that?
and all that stuff.
He must have done something because he was nervous.
But I did do something. I put out a product that he want to hear. You know.
Isn't that
Yeah,
nice?
Right, and he was a brother. He was a 2-star.
Wow.
He was a 2-star general. He was my boss.
Nice.
Right.
Now,
Isn't that something?
if that don't make your chest like pop out.
Yes.
That
Yes.
kind of reminds me of a similar incident when I was getting out of high school a couple of years ago. I was called to the dean's office.
Okay.
It was kind of just almost the same situation. And I knew I was in trouble. I just knew it. And I'm shaking and nervous. I said, "Oh boy, what did I do now? I'm in trouble." So my teacher said, "Anthony, report to the dean's office." I said, "Oh Lord, what did I do? What happened?" I'm trying to think about what did I do this week? What did I do? Did I? So I got to the dean's office, knock on the door. "Come in. Have a seat, Anthony." I sat down like a little nerd. Like this, and she said, "Anthony," and she had all my records, like my whole life. She said, "Anthony, got to talk to you about something."
Oh wow.
I said, "Oh no." I said, "Okay, okay." She said, "You know what? You can get out of school early. You got enough credits to get out."
Get out.
Oh, okay.
She said, "You can graduate in January instead of June."
Wow.
Whoa, that was really
I said, "Are you
nice.
kidding me? I thought I was in trouble." She says, "No, no one said you was in trouble."
You went back to
I
class
was
and
sweating
said,
and everything.
"See ya."
Yeah, really.
She said, "You can get out early." And I said, "I can?" She said, "Yes." And because I was in a musical program, I was in the jazz band and the senior band, then I had my band, Total Eclipse. She said, "You can get out early and graduate in the January class instead of June." I said, "Okay, great." So I don't know how my grades got to get me out. I'm still trying to figure that out. But for some reason, it was good enough for them to say, "Hey, you did it." So that's why I kind of can relate to that. I thought I was in trouble. It's like you thought you was in trouble.
But you was doing something right.
I guess so.
Exactly.
And I got out in January. I never told you that.
No.
I got out 6 months early.
That is awesome. Awesome. I get called to the principal's office and that's,
It's not good.
no, I got to go home, suspended.
And that was just, that was only 2 years ago. You know that.
Yeah, we know.
2 years plus a few more.
Well, this military thing, do you, now Anthony, you were not in the military.
No.
Oh, Antoine, is your son also in the military? I thought I heard something
My
like
son didn't. They messed up his scholarship when he was in at Savannah State, and he just got out of the program. He transferred to Georgia Southern,
that. Okay.
and he wants to go a different, direction now. So no, he's not in.
He changed his mind?
Yeah, he was kind of bitter the way they did the scholarship. They said that he had it, but there was some things that they didn't tell him that he needed to do to qualify, and he got kind of bitter about it because they should have told him up front.
Well, you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant for him to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, things happen for a reason. Would he follow in Daddy's footsteps?
Oh,
No.
is he a musician?
No. I told my son, I said, look, a father, you follow his example. You don't take his advice. Because kids will always follow your example before they take any of your advice. I just want him to follow my example of education and pursuing his passion. The example of me being a musician, my kids see that I am working, making money in my passion. I facilitated that to them to where whatever they want to major in, whatever they want to pursue, it better be something you love. You got to love it.
That's
Because
right.
if you don't love it,
Right.
if you're following a paycheck or a career, you would not be successful. And if you do be successful, you would not be happy. So pick your poison. So that's what I told them, because we growing up, we were always taught to get a high school diploma, go to college.
Right.
Never had any type of entrepreneuristic influences. We were
Right.
always taught to do that and be regimented to work
And find a decent job, or
and
some
to
job
work
out there.
for corporate America. And that's something that I did not want my kids to follow under.
Yeah, I saw a real nice poster that speaks to that. It says something like, teach your children to not grow up and get a job, but to be the job, or something like that.
Okay.
Something to that effect. Not be the job, but like have your own business rather than work for somebody else. Start your own business. And, have someone work for you. We don't teach our children that enough.
No. No.
How many children do you have?
Well, when I was married, I had two. And from a previous relationship, I had my oldest son, who's in Tampa, and my oldest daughter, who live in Tampa. They're doing well. They have their own kids. My son is.
We have grandchildren.
He is
grandpa?
You notice he's not answering that.
I know.
Right?
He just, that just,
I was trying to get my train of thought to explain to you what he
he
did.
just egged me. He
No, I
just like,
didn't.
I'm not gonna
Okay, all
answer
right.
that.
I have 4 granddaughters. Forget my son. I have 4 granddaughters, and I have 1 grandson. And now I'm not granddaddy, not pawpaw. I'm G daddy.
Okay.
G-
Okay.
G-Daddy.
That's
That's
a
a
new
good one.
one for
G-Daddy.
G-Daddy.
G Daddy.
Yeah, because they said I'm too cool to be a granddaddy.
Right.
There you go.
G daddy.
I like that.
That's good.
G-Daddy. That's really good. So now, as far as now, you're going to play something for us. Now, is it something that's off of your CD or?
No. I just played something random that I just thought it was befitting for the occasion to be in your living room.
At home with AJ.
Hey.
Yeah, at home with AJ.
Yeah, well, we're ready. We're ready to hear this. We want to be entertained.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody, put your hands
Antoine
together.
Knight. Hey. Sir.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I was getting ready to bust out my horn, man. Shoot. And do some backup horn work with
Yeah, I like
okay.
that.
that was nice.
You know,
That was nice.
driving along, put that in,
was
pop
nice.
that in, listen to that. That is.
Man, that was sweet. John Legend, man, he's cool anyway, but the blowy stuff is even cooler.
Right.
Seriously, man.
Right.
Nice. Yes, sir.
So tell us some of the cuts that are on that CD again.
Okay.
Is that the latest one?
Yes, it came out last month.
Okay.
So this is brand new. It's like the donut sign on the Krispy Kreme shop. The hot sign is still there, but
Because I remember Walk the Walk, so.
yeah, Walk the Walk did well. Night to Remember was an idea I picked up when I did a show in DC a few years ago, and they said that we heard about you in Atlanta. I know you're gonna give us a night to remember. So when I made the flyer for the show, I said Antoine, a night to remember, but I spelled it with an N, IGHT. And they sent the flyer back and said, no, you're the night.
That's right.
So
Right. And that makes
I
sense.
changed
That makes
so
sense.
I add the K onto the
That
flyer.
makes sense.
True story. I add the K onto the flyer and send it back to him, and that's how it came about. Another cut on there is called Strut. I can't go for that because
Hey.
I grew up in the 70s. Of course I got to have some romance now. I wrote a song called The Eye of Iris. And The Eye of Iris is just a song about the things that women go through emotionally. And you are like in the eye of the hurricane. You think everything is calm.
Who's in the eye of the
But
hurricane? The
you are
man
not. No,
or
you in the eye
the
because
woman?
you're going into a turmoil.
Ah.
Because when you go through a storm, see, I'm from Florida. When you go through a hurricane, you get this storm, and it's calm, but you think everything is okay, but no, you getting the other backlash of that storm. So what are you in the eye of the trouble, of your troubles, and I wrote that. And I named it after a very good friend of mine named Iris. And I did research on the hurricane Iris. It was actually a hurricane that came out of Belize.
Wow, all these play on words.
Yes. So yeah, and that I did one song. I hope he hears it. It was produced by my good friend. His name is Jimmy Slam Jones. And he produced a song called Calling Mr. Parker, and it's a tribute to Maceo Parker.
To Maceo.
And
Hey.
I thought you was going to say Charlie Parker.
No, this is fun.
Maceo.
Straight to the one. And my producer told me today that he talked to James Brown's sister. James Brown's sister heard the track, and she called Maceo, but nothing has come out of the conversation yet. But I definitely want him to, to be honored on this track.
Now, James Brown's daughter does a radio show down here with Heather Hayes and it's three of them, three or four.
Yeah, it's Heather, it's
James Brown's daughter, I think
Millie
Sam-
Jackson's daughter.
Millie Jackson's daughter, Keisha
Keisha.
Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
Heather,
might wanna
Keisha, and
get in
James
contact
Brown's
with them.
daughter.
Maybe
Okay.
they can
Okay.
get it to them.
What is it called? Sisters of Soul?
Okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Radio show
Yeah.
on Sundays.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I even did a hip hop track.
Oh,
And I did a gospel release called You Reign by William Murphy.
I heard the gospel.
Yes, and that's an idea that I got from Walk to Walk, because that gospel release, got me a nomination for Best Gospel Choice for Best Musician. So I'm really excited about this new one, You Reign, a cut that was done by William Murphy.
So we're gonna see you at the Grammys in January, next January.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Say it. Put it out there.
Speak it.
Tell us who did the layout for you, who shot the photography and all that.
Okay, photography. She's
Nice
been my
work.
photographer since 2008. Her name is DeAndrea Freeman. I like her eye. because it's something about when a woman is taking a shot, she can really get details, and she really has that angle for the artistry of what I'm looking for. Very, very close friend of mine. The graphic designer, her name is Selena Graves. She's been my graphic designer since 2004. So the people that I work with, I keep because first of all, I'm loyal, and then two, they have an idea of what I want and what I need, out of my product. So I'm very happy of the product, A Night to Remember. And
because even the back cover is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm showing my muscles.
Walking, it looks like you're in a park setting. I don't know.
No, actually, yes, I'm at a park.
Okay.
I'm at a park.
And you just got the horn back there.
Right.
It looks really cool. Like you're relaxed.
I'm at a park.
And the front cover looks like
That's a great scene.
This was Atlantic Station.
Very elegant.
Right on the 17th Street Bridge. You want the best. You want the best
view
backdrop of Atlanta. That
right there.
spot on the bridge is the best spot to have. And I'm very proud of the product. I'm looking for a big national campaign. I got with the radio promoter. Matter of fact, it's Boney James, radio promoter.
Wow.
He's going to take a listen to it. They're going to release the single, A Night to Remember, with Althea Renee, and we're going to get this thing going nationally.
Oh, great. Now, there's 12 songs on there, and they're all originals except for one.
It's 2 covers.
Okay.
2 covers.
I can go for that.
And You Rain by William Murphy.
Okay.
And this is something that, as a jazz artist, a lot of we do have originality in what we do, but in our originality, we got to throw like a cover in to really catch and draw the listener.
Yeah, give them something that they're familiar
with.
Right.
And then once they're familiar with that, then they can be more in tune in the stuff that
Because
you're doing.
who don't know Hall and Oaks?
Yeah, right.
Man,
Yeah, right.
If you don't know Hall and Oaks, I don't know what. But anyway, we got some fan questions in our fan bag just for you.
Really?
Fans
asking questions
You actually
of
have
moi?
a couple of fans out there. No, you have actually many fans out there. We've been peeping your Facebook page, and we monitor your fans, and they write into us, and they email into us to our email, and we pick out the ones we think is appropriate for the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to shake this bag up. There's four fan questions in here. Hopefully we have time to do all 4. If not, we can do 2.
Okay.
So we're going to shake it up, and Jazz is going to pick one question out. I'm sorry.
No, Antoine is.
I'm sorry. Antoine, I'm sorry. You're going to pick one question out, and you give it to Jazz.
Okay.
And then same thing, and you give one to me. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay. So Antoine, you pick one question out and give that question to Jazz.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's see. Hey Antoine, this is Kim from Smyrna. Tell me who made those birthday cakes for you? The one with the sax on top and the one with the piano. Happy belated.
Yeah, I seen that on Facebook.
Oh, let's be happy belated
seen
birthday, Antoine.
Yes, it was my birthday. You'd be surprised. I'm telling you, it's not that deep. You'd be surprised at what you can get from Publix. It just cut and dry.
It was a
He
public
had
cake?
a belated birthday.
Yeah, I had a belated birthday. It was
February
February 23rd.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Well, thanks for that
I seen
question.
that. Yeah. Okay.
You'd be surprised what you can get from Publix.
And
Yeah,
that was
really.
from Publix.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what you get from
Their
Publix.
cakes are good.
They're very
Yeah.
good. You know. Okay. So you're gonna pull another one and let me read it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There you go. All right.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I can't see it,
Yeah.
and I can't see anyway because I put my specs on. Okay. Let's see here. Hey Antoine, my name is Jeff from the West End,
Okay.
down the street. Okay, by the mall. I'm just learning how to play the alto sax.
Okay.
Okay, can you give me some pointers? He's just a beginner.
Is that what you play?
The best
alto?
point, I play all 3. I
He
play
plays all
tenor, I play alto, but my first love and the horn that I started out on is alto.
Okay.
To answer your question, to be able to play an instrument, you got to know your scales. You got to know there are 12 major scales. You got to regiment yourself on the scales. The more you're familiar with scales, the more you are able to play a song and to maneuver and express your ideas. So to you, scales.
Scales. I was just talking about that. to
Do
the
you
other day.
teach?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. So if someone wanted to hire you, get you to teach, what would they need to do?
First of all, contact me. And then I see where they at in their music abilities, and I be able to articulate what they want to get out of me teaching them. Some wants to know the instrument. Some want to know the instruments as it relate to various songs. So it depends. But for a beginner, you have to know your scales. Even me, when I play and practice, I have to do my scales. That way, because everything, when you play a horn, you can't see what you're playing. You have to base everything on muscle memory. Yeah, you have to regiment, Jeff, by scales. There's a book that that's like a Bible to me. It's called Majors and Minors. It's volume 24 by Jamie Emerson. Majors and minors, get yourself acclimated on scales. Okay.
And you can buy that at any music store?
Yeah.
Or most music stores?
Now I do have one question for you, Antoine. When you are not playing, what do you do for fun?
What I like to do for fun is I like to just watch a movie. I like to go to sports bars and just eat wings and watch football. I like walks in parks. I like to sit in coffee shops on a couch and just have nice, intimate conversations. I'm not too much of a club person because by me being an entertainer, I don't want to be entertaining by going to entertainment that I do. You know, I like to withdraw myself from that.
Well, before we, that's awesome. But before we leave tonight, you have to let everybody know how they can get your CD and how they can get in contact with you.
And also, where are you going to be playing at in the ATL?
That's right.
Those
That
three,
too.
yeah.
Well,
We wanna come see you.
I have been making myself a household name at a spot in Conyers called Jazz Tones. It's called the Kim Waters Jazz Tone. I am slated to be there March the 19th
Okay.
with Kim Waters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as the CD is concerned, I'm getting my online store through CD Baby. Just go to CD Baby, type in my name, Antoine Knight, and you would see my store and you can purchase the album online. Or you can just call me.
And they can get
Right.
contact you on Facebook
They
also.
can contact me on Facebook, and my website is AntoineKnightMusic.com.
All right.
All righty. Well, thank you, sir, for gracing our
Yes,
couch
sir.
here.
Well, thank you.
Mr.
Thank you for
Knight.
having me.
Mr.
Thanks for the
Yes.
grapes and the olives and the cheese.
That's how we do
Oh,
it.
we're going to go in the kitchen
Oh,
and
we can
throw
ready to eat,
down
baby.
in
Oh,
a
we gonna
minute.
eat? All right,
Yeah, we eat, man.
Okay.
This is just a snack.
Okay, cool.
Well, everybody, this has been another evening at home with AJ and our guest, the fabulous Mr. Antoine Knight.
Sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir. And so this has been
Another edition of At Home with AJ.
where vision
And reality come together.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.